and blessings. Good morning. Okay, hi Elevation Channel. It's not fair that you're not getting the clear videos like Afrocentric Home Design Channel is. So today we're going to do a vlog. It's going to be kind of my day, I think. Yeah. So anyway, let me show you. The first thing that we're going to do is we are going to, I ate already. Oh, y'all, I did my exercise and it was absolutely fabulous. So this is my second week doing my exercise. I did a full week yesterday. 5 days a week is a full week for me. And so I had the weekend off, Saturday and Sunday. Now I'm back on it and I did it and I increased it and I feel great. I had my breakfast. I had an apple with some local ground nut butter, which is peanut butter. And then I had some toast with some organic, unrefined, first press, anyway, sesame oil from Soul Green, which is an organic vegetable growing and fruit place that you order food from. And I had some garlic on the toast, and it was an avocado, which is local pears. They say avocado. And it was right on. Right now I'm having some, well, let me show y'all. All right, y'all. I want to make my tea, but in all honesty, I ain't making nothing if my dishes ain't done. So let's do the dishes and let's pray and pray. Why this thing would even fall off? Like, why would it fall off? We are going to do the dishes and we're going to like it too. We're going to like doing it. Now, I don't mind doing the dishes at all. It actually is quite relaxing to me. And I always, for me, you know, I have, if you could tell, I designed this window treatment situation thing. And I remember, well, no, I guess the space was here. But no, I had to put the window in. That's right, I had to put the window in. And they asked me where I want the window, and I told them exactly where I wanted the window because I told them that while I do the dishes, I want to look out. So when we also had the sink installed too. They asked me, well, where do you want the sink? And I said I want it in front of the window that I designated. So now I have the sink in front of the window, and that makes it easier for me to wash dishes, although I don't mind as much anyway. I mean, it's only two of us and we don't really make a lot of dishes because it's something about washing the dishes and looking out. Now, don't look, you see in back of me that window? I have plenty of curtains for the window. Super plenty of them. Plenty of curtains for the window. But that bar, that rod that I had designed, I had it made actually, it's made from mahogany wood. And then the brackets, I don't know what else to call them, that it sits in, of course, those are also made from the same mahogany wood, but they're too far out. So when I put the curtain, and actually there's a refrigerator to the right of me, that the curtain is so far out, it like blocks the cabinet over there, the refrigerator. It doesn't really work. So I'm hopefully, maybe the carpenter will come down and see. So we're going to see if we can get the carpenter getting in here because I need to have those cut down. So that's my point. Is I need to have those cut down so that it'll look pretty. Because that background, but the background with the curtain is so pretty. And I have the curtains that I want on this side. I have them on the other side temporarily, so I can put them on this side. And then I do so many other things, I forget to call the carpenter. And then sometimes he's busy because he got other jobs. So, you know, it's patience. And believe it or not, I found something. Somehow I got some patience. I don't know where it came from now. I have no idea. But it's there. So yeah, y'all. So okay, so I'm going to definitely drink outside in my new gazebo. It's not fully ready, decorated, or done, but which whoever is. But it's good enough, child. It's good enough. So, yeah. I am wiping my hands now. I'm wiping my hands to the whole thing. Now I'm going to have some tea. And then we're going to go outside and drink. And that's when we'll get to have a longer conversation. Love y'all. Peace. Alrighty, y'all. So, don't worry, you can't see everything. You know, it's me. I don't have a tripod. These vlogging is gonna get better. I'm gonna do it in landscape, all that good stuff. But right now, we are very blessed to have this. So we're gonna do half a lemon, half a lemon. And we're gonna go outside for a nice chit chat in my new gazebo area. This is Afrocentric home, so we gotta have Afrocentric cup with the Afrocentric kettle. Thanks to my girl. Only front day. Thank you. Okay, let's go outside. Let's go outside. All right, Afrocentric home design. We are now, okay, we're on, and we're having our hot tea, but it's a little too hot. It's lemon tea. I call it lemon tea. When I squeeze a lemon and some, in this case, I like hot water. That's why I call it lemon tea. I call it tea. So what do you call it? Anyway, hey. Oh, you know what? I should really do my mic. Let's go get the mic. Peace and love. All right, y'all. We are going to get better at this vlogging thing. I kind of like it. I have some time today because I'm off for 1 week from teaching in my private group. Because we do 21 days, and we take a week off, then we come back again next month, the new month. Now the kids are around. Oh, but this is the thing. Can this hold? Let me see if this sits up. So you're going to hear regular morning sounds. Don't feel no way. Don't feel no way. Okay? Don't feel no way. If that will actually work, it works. My God, y'all can hear me amongst all the other stuff. If I put it on the background. This is Lisa Marie's special. Anyway, I'm outside. It's so beautiful. Look at my new space. I love it, y'all. So what do I love about having a bed, which is also a chair you can see? Why do I love about having it facing this way? Because first of all, I can see, and I will show you those things. I'll have a clip that comes in. I can see all of the beautiful plants. I can see the blue tea leaf, which is so big and grown and beautiful. I can see the passion fruits. I can see the other passion fruit, and they're vining and they're growing. I can see all of my food, because over here we're actually growing food, and I'll show you that in a minute. We're actually growing food over here. So we have collard greens. We have to transplant arugula. Then we have the passion fruit 2 plants. We have the blue tea leaf. And then we also have some pawpaw, papaya. We have some snake plants to just keep the snakes away. We have some lemongrass as well. And we might have other stuff. And back there we have some, what do we call it? Spinach. And I know we have some, I think we have mango. And then we're also going to plant some beet roots, or beet root and the plant too, because I want to start eating the plant as well, the leaves. So anyway, we have a lot, but I'll show you that because I know how to edit. Okay, I ain't no bad. Listen, I'm working my little editing thing, and I'm happy. Other thing I like is, and I'll show you, I love that I have this privacy screen. You know what? I got to show you everything now. So let's do it. Let's go with the vegetables. So that is a passion fruit. I'm saying tree now, and that is the passion fruit. That one is out through the roof. And it's vine. It's a vine. So they call it a creeping plant here. This is this long, beautiful thing. It's the blue tea leaf. And so you take the flowers, and it has blue flowers, and you put in your water, your tea, and it turns it beautiful blue or purple. It's so pretty. We have a little bit of lemongrass, but we've been using this. So we're going to stop and just go pick some from the forest. Over here is an actual plant. I can't remember the name of the plant, but it actually dispels snakes. Like, cause yeah, real snakes be out here, y'all. And there is some pawpaw down there somewhere. We have that. My man had everything in here. I told him it was actually too much. So some things need room to grow. In the cups, you'll see we have collard greens and arugula. So then, look, y'all, I will sit over here too so we can get a whole version of. I put the fans there, and I love the second privacy fence. So it makes it way more cozy, relaxed, and I just feel more private. I feel like I have more privacy. All right, so now you see what I see. Peace. Okay, I am back. Let's see what this says. Yes, I am back. And yeah, sorry, y'all. I'm gonna get used to it. I told you, y'all give me a chance. Y'all give me a chance. So I feel like y'all, I'm really embracing the life that I have built and created for myself. I feel like I'm embracing the life that Jah has given me. I'm accepting and receiving of the love of my man, and I'm accepting and receiving of, the community at that. You know, the good, the not so good. I would say the good, the bad, the ugly. I don't really get down to see a lot of bad and ugly. First of all, I don't really understand the language, so if it's bad or ugly that they say it, I would know. And ignorance is bliss, so I don't mind. It's little things here and there, but I wouldn't trade it for anything. You know what I realized though, as I built this privacy fence, which is the coconut branches, and then I kind of enclosed it even more, right? I realized the importance of privacy for me, feeling safe, feeling secure, and feeling those ways. So in order for me to feel those ways, I need a certain amount of privacy, and I'm really seeing how important that is to me. I was thinking about like this place that I'm in. The Volta region is very big, and you can live anywhere you want in Ghana, and you can live outside the Volta region, and you would find your place, and it's beautiful. But one thing that I will not do again, most likely, is really I'll be very, very careful of who I allow into my sacred space, and I believe that my sacred space. We're doing that on purpose. And I believe that my sacred space is where I live and the town that I live in. And I am very protective of that. I am very protective of that. I mean, whoever you vouch for, in any way, in a small town or like almost like this is like a village, if they are not behaving correctly, they are not treating people right, people look at you. Like in the States, I think we kind of lost that vouching, maybe in that way. So, like I remember it was a long time ago. I was 14 years old. I had moved into the projects. And I met this young lady. She was a little older than me. And actually, I met her because her brother was rapping to me. So I was like 14. He was like 15, maybe 15, maybe 16 at most. And we were boyfriend, girlfriend, but we wasn't doing nothing, y'all. We was together. And so she was his sister. So automatically I used to hang out with her. And I remember we were new to the projects, and she wasn't. And I liked them. Actually, he was Trinidadian, and mom had a Trinidadian accent, everything. But like I was living in the projects. I mean, back then there was a lot of mostly Black Americans back then that we knew of in the projects. So to even know them was cool. We have actually some Panamanian sisters actually there. Her family is there as well. But anyway, I was with the guy, and he was a very nice boyfriend, very nice first boyfriend. But his sister, I loved her. We used to hang out every day. We used to have so much fun. But then the guys in the project be like, yo, you shouldn't be hanging out with her. I was like, why not? That's my friend. And he was like, no, we're just going to say she's fast. I was like, oh, okay. And then they would be like, I switched to you with her, Let me explain to you, if you birds of a feather flock together, like if you hang out with her, people are going to think you're like that too. And I kept thinking like, but I'm not like that. So, doesn't really matter what people say. I'm not like that. So he's like, nah, but the brothers in the project at 16, 18, 19, I was 20. I used to be like, okay, I hear you. So then, of course, after I think we hung out at least for a good 2 years. And oh my God, when she would leave me, some of the things she would do was just so scandalous. And I was just like, wow. And it wasn't until I got just even a little older than that I realized, no, it does matter. It does matter who you associate with. But more than that, it matters who is associated to you. And you see that, good morning, and you see that way, way more when you live in this village, when you live in a small town. So let's say if you say this is my sister or this is my brother. Say you brought them from somewhere or they came in. And a lot of people, especially diasporans, they have a hard time equating that. If a Ghanaian has spoken for us, then they feel responsible for us. So anything we do, anywhere we go, and we know they're trying to tell us, hey, be careful going there, or don't go there, or don't do that. And what it represents is them. So when you say, oh, well, I don't have to listen to you, and I can go anywhere I want. I came by myself. I don't need, we lack that understanding that, no, this person's responsible for you. Let me take you an example. So I remember first got here and I was introduced to Kwesi, and then Kwesi, basically, when me and Goddess decided to stay and live in Ghana, he said, my family is your family. He meant it. That's a serious thing when a Ghanaian says that. And they will be there for you. You'll never be alone. And I said, okay. So his brother Kojo took it very seriously. And Kojo was there for me and Goddess. Even to this day, Goddess is there. They're there for Goddess. I mean, I'm so far away, so. And they kept telling us that, be careful. I remember it was a lockdown. It was during the height of the pandemic. It was a lockdown. They kept telling us, hey, it's a lockdown, so you're not supposed to be out in the streets. If you're going to go buy something, it's got to be essential items. But basically, couldn't really be out much. And I didn't obey, but my sister did. And the cops followed her, took her, and she was in a taxi, and they stopped the taxi. They asked her where she was going, and they asked her for some ID, and she said, it's at my brother's house, which was Kojo's house. And the cops escorted her to the house to see the ID and told Kojo, like, it's on you. She's out here on these streets, and you're responsible for her. And even though she's older than him, that's when I knew it was real. And it really got real when they was doing, they was tracing, trace contact tracing, just make sure. They was like, this is how we're going to stop the spread of the sea. And so this Ghana authorities, I know they were literally going to people's houses because they wanted to know everybody was in the house, and they wanted to know the foreigners too that was there. So they knocked on the door. We were not there. It was like, hey, we know that these two individuals put your name down and you live here. So kind of responsible for them. Are they still here? Have they taken the shot? Da da da. And anyway, it let me know how deep it was. And then I heard it over and over again. I remember I got with Kwame, and Kwame said, I'm responsible for you. Now, I didn't put him down and from immigration to be on a visa application to sponsor me. No, that's what we have to understand. It's deeper than that. They have taken on you. And because, let's say, if I recommend somebody to take care of you, then now that person that I recommend, because I'm older, so I'm going to be respected in a different way to a young person. So if the younger person, I say, hey, this is my girl, this is my friend, this is my boy, this is my friend, this is my daughter, they're going to take their job very seriously. And because we've lost that culture, I'm saying even within the U.S., in some ways, and we don't respect our elders the same way, we don't have the understanding when a person is like, hey, where are you going? And you be like, I can go anywhere I want. I don't need you to go with me. Yeah, you kind of, but I still need to know where you're going. Because if anything happens to you, that woman that told me to go watch you or take care of you is going to be mad at me because I'm responsible for you. Concept. It's called the concept of love. It's called the concept of village, connectedness, family. But we lost that so much, and I see it. And so if I say, people have been calling me, say, oh, I want to come. And if I say, yes, you can come, and then I assign somebody, hey, take care of her, because I don't have the language, I don't know the language at all. And I don't know all the intricate places that you can go and have even a better experience than maybe even me. So I'm going to recommend somebody that I believe is just stellar, like good person, good people. I'm going to recommend that. And if you don't behave correctly, and you don't even be knowing what you might be doing that's not behaving correctly, because you don't know. Some of it is kind of common sense, but some people don't have it, or they just, the United States is so loose and everything goes that I think morality and, respect is kind of goes out with it as well, because there's no gauge for morality anymore. Anything goes. So if you do that, um, and so the person will tell you certain things. The Ghanaian will say, hey, you might not want to do this. You might not want to go out like that. You might not want to go by yourself in that. And you argue with them. It's really arguing with yourself, because you're really turning against your own self. They really know better. And if you're this rugged individual and you have this individual mindset, you're not going to make it here. And nobody's going to like you, because that I can do it myself comes off as very rude, very disrespectful, and very combative. And we so used to not being shown love and respect from a stranger that we don't even know it when it comes up and slaps us in the face. We can't see it. But what I realized for me, so if I say, yes, you should come, and yes, I'm going to take care of you, and yes, I'm going to make sure that you get everything you need, even if I assign a person to you, then I am still responsible for you. And what I realize is I don't want that responsibility unless I vet the people, unless it's my own family, unless I know you. Because I know if I know you, I can say to you, hey, this is considered disrespectful in this culture. Hey, this is considered combative. And then even on us as a spiritual people that, like I said, I'm working on my own Black race, being from a Black woman in America. And then I'm saying, yo, that appears as disrespectful, or that appears as rude, but sometimes some of us got so much rage and anger, and we just turn inside out, and we don't know if it's good morning, darling, good morning. We don't know if we're coming or going, that we don't even know enough to know that we're not behaving correctly. And it's a real, no, hold on one sec. Hold on. Yeah. And you don't even know like what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You don't know that you are being destructive, because I think a lot of it is internal. I think it's a lot of hurt and a lot of pain and a lot of confusion, because you're trying to do something that you think is right, but the guidance might not be all there, or you're offensive. But like I said, I gotta have respect, and I don't know. I gotta have respect. I gotta know that. And when I tell you something that about here, especially, that you are really understanding that I care about you and I want you to win, but more importantly, I care about me, because I'm going to be looked upon as, okay, wait a second, did you say yeah, you agreed to this? So I'm really, I don't think I want to be part of a repatriation program. I don't think that I want to really help people get to at least where I am. I can give you some tips on Ghana, how to get here, but I'm going to say that you have to find your place, because my place may not be your place. I say it a lot, but it's hard to tell people that. Some of us might do better in Accra. It does have an availability of things that you might need. Like I said, if you like, so let me give you an example. If you like certain foods, an availability of certain foods, then Accra is the place. I'm talking about chia seeds and almonds and all the stuff that is not indigenous to the country. If you like access to even great medical care, it's not great in this town. There's only one hospital, and that's a stretch to call it that. If you like, you need to go to the eye doctor, the dentist, you want to go to Accra. Let's say that you want to get your hair done. I'm talking about down to getting your hair braided. Or if you want to get your nails, a manicure, pedicure, all of these I say massages, right? What else I used to just go to the mall, maybe go to a store that might not have healthful stores, healthful restaurants, healthful stores. I'll say it again. The access to things is definitely more prevalent in Accra, way more than it is up here. This is not for a person who is not ready to sit with themselves. Because especially if you don't have a friend, or an assigned Ghanaian to you, This is not the place. There's other places in the Volta region. I think like the Eastern region, which is right before you get to the Volta region. Some people call it the Volta region because it is actually. And other places. But once you get this far up, you're really in some type of isolation. And so your mindset got to be there. And the people here are very village. So their minds are, a little sometimes small minded. And if you are more open and cosmopolitan and wanting to meet different people and have, like different conversations. And I think if you really want to know Ghana, in some ways, some people say, oh, Accra's not Ghana, Accra's not Ghana, that's not the real Ghana. And I'm going to say it depends who you are. I'm going to say it depends who you are. Yeah, because if you really want to know and have stimulating conversations and meet people, Ghanaians, though, from all economical and social statuses, then you would want to be in Accra. If you want to go out, you want to go to a show, whether it could be anything from spoken word to a straight bona fide concert or seeing cultural groups perform, and it's Accra. And again, I'm going to say this, sorry, Yama, there's nothing wrong with it. You got to be very spiritual. You got to be very more into community and village. And I don't say very spiritual. I just say spiritual meaning. Let me just say that because you'll be very spiritual living in Accra. Spiritual meaning, how would you say it? Ability to sit with yourself if no one else comes around. If you didn't know anybody else, because this is not a place that you don't want to be isolated here. It probably won't be good after a while unless you totally are on that mission. Then this could be, but there's a lot of other places in the Volta or even in Ghana. It's not just the Volta. That's the thing. So I don't think I would. I don't want to be responsible for anybody like that unless that person really gets it and we connect and we talk a lot more. I want to make sure that the people that I introduce you to are feeling happy, feeling good, feeling respected. And I don't know if we don't always know that we might be disrespectful. Sometimes just us walking down the street in a certain outfit that we wear is considered offensive to the people here. You don't even know it. You have no idea. You don't even know it. It happened to me. Our tone of voice, or even how if we're with a man and we talk to our man like, no, I got that. No, let me do that. No, to the person looking at you, let's say you're at a vendor, and sometimes the vendor will talk to the man, especially if you're foreign and the man is Ghanaian. And you might interject yourself, or you might say, well, call me, or my number, or whatever you might do. It's actually considered disrespectful to the man that you're with because the two men are conducting the business. So if you got that woman thing, like, I have a voice too, it's not that you don't. Here, we keep saying we want to rest in our femininity, and here you are actually able to do that. But if you still stuck with, I'm going to be independent and nobody's going to run me and I'm going to get all I can until I can figure out how to do it on my own, it's not going to turn out well. It's not going to turn out well. Okay. I think this is good enough for a vlog for the first day. And I'm going to conclude right here. You have a fabulous one. So ladies, but I'll attach it. I still have the one-on-one consultation special. Instead of 1 hour for $100, it's 1 hour for $50. So it's a half price consultation special. Anyway, you'll see the commercial. And thank you so much. And please like, share, subscribe, and comment. I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love. And welcome to the Higher Elevation channel. Blessings. Peace and blessings, y'all. I just had to see what it looks like from here. You see, I put the fan up there. And just a little, I guess, the bloopers, but it's not really a blooper. And yes, I'm loving it. I got another one. So this one, and there's one right here. Oh, that's the one here. There's one over here, but you can't see it. All right. Enjoy your beautiful, wonderful day and morning and day and afternoon and life. I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love. Peace and blessings. Welcome. Hey, ladies. I know that a lot of you have been telling me that you really want to have a one-on-one consultation with me and you would like to talk to me, and I love to talk to you too. And so I'm doing a $50 consultation special. That's half price. Originally $100 for a 1 hour consultation. It is now $50 for a one-on-one 1 hour consultation. Who? The woman that's been wanting to talk to me for a long time. Maybe you have an individual situation, and my videos are kind of general. So if you know that you want that one-on-one personal consultation, I think you'd be the perfect person for this consultation special. Why? Because every woman needs someone to talk to. We're going through some trying times, y'all. And a lot of people don't know if they're coming or going. They're looking at their future. They're looking at the future of their children. And you got questions. So I'm here for you. Where? From the comfort of your own home, or your office, or even your car. I know how it is to have to squeeze time in for yourself, but it's important. So book one today. Ladies, this consultation is a limited time only. It is for the end of June. So by June 31st, 12 midnight Eastern Standard Time, it will go back to $100 for an hour. So take advantage of it.